Okay. Alright, greetings. Jeez. So, I'm kind of fixing this. Probably the worst time to fix this. I keep getting an error every time I do this. Are you kidding me? It keeps, and they're asking me dumb questions. That's nice. Alright, so I'm gonna be. Jeez, I don't know what's going on, but I keep getting the same errors over and over again every time I do this. And you're not gonna get much help from YouTube. They're too busy kicking everybody off. Alright, so I think we're up. So I might check in. Apparently, support asks stupid questions. Okay, greetings. Sorry about that. So I'm fixing this while I'm live. I'm not sure I'm fixing anything so far. It looks like nothing's getting fixed. Alright, so this is... Sorry about that. Well, you gotta do it eventually. I keep forgetting about it until I end up here. So, our alien disclosure, why not now? Astral connections, so... Obviously with Astral, it's not always open, it's not always, there's always blockages, not, during the day or even at night. It's not always going to have like little spots here and there that are open up for like a window, you can say, to see what's going on. I'm not sure how much I'll see what's going on, but... One second. Never mind. I just have to figure it out for myself. Uh-oh, hope I didn't mess with something. Okay, resolve. Okay, never mind. Okay, no more of that. Yeah, they're kind of clueless. Just like YouTube. Okay, alright, I'm not gonna think about that again. Sorry. Okay. So, yeah, there's a window to, for connections. There's a window for messages whenever it needs to come through. So we're going to go into Astral Connection, go into Alien Contact. Basically, you just get used to the vibration of an astral connection throughout the day. It's kind of like being in a meditation throughout the day. It just gradually happens. It's not something that, if you're ready for it, it'll come through. Let's put it that way. Obviously, many want it to happen now, but there's a lot of third dimensional. There's still usually contracts with third dimension, but for astral connections, because that's what we're going into, is basically so you can see your aliens and see all of this a little bit more clearly as we go into a more 4D environment. You kind of have to change your frequency to get there, right? Obviously, there's many blockages here. One moment. Through third dimensional contracts. So what I've somewhat seen a little bit, is like a timeline can, I don't know how you, kind of like it comes from the top, you can say. It's kind of like a sheet of paper, and you put it in, in a file. A timeline comes in. Obviously, we're always shifting, but there's different ways of looking at it. But I saw like a dimensional shift, you can say, something around those lines. Who knows? It's very vibrant around water. So yeah, you can see matrix shifts through water. If you're really paying attention. The alien energies, of course, in third dimension are, well, obviously they do show themselves in third dimension for various reasons. So open portals, open realities for us to connect with, to give us an idea that there is hope. It's like, but alien connection, basically, for those that are like alien contact is going to happen out of the blue, out of nowhere. They can't write it down. They can't tell you when it's going to happen. They can't do anything. You're not allowed to do that. Those that are forcing it is going to take longer. Because you can't force this stuff. It has to happen gradually. It has to happen It has to help us evolve. It can't just happen for no reason. So it's part of our timeline, because it can set you back quite a bit too. You're just seen as a crazy person talking about it 24 hours a day. I did see timelines. I'm not sure if we're going to go through this, but I guess you never know. Timelines when aliens do show up, and some people will be giving the aliens their power, and then be under their control, just like that. And we have, and then we'd be wishing them all away. I mean, people do it already. It's called religion. But there's different packs of it. I mean, we learn through. There's positives in religion, but it becomes the new normal. That'd be the new normal. I believe we're on track for that time. Not exactly that situation, but we are on a timeline for an alien, visitation, definitely. I don't see where else we can go. We're not going anywhere. We're tearing everything down, and if the elites, if this is the negative elite doing all this with the virus situation, they must have something against Disney, because they're going to wipe that sucker out of the. That sucker's going away, and much of Hollywood's going to go away too. We're just in the beginning stages of it. And obviously, a lot of things are going to be forced online, like movies online. Everything's going to go online eventually. So, physical stores are definitely going to go away. To an extent, I still see. I don't know if I made it. I still see Walmart going bankrupt one day, which is like insane. Not right now, but it's going to eventually. It's going to. They're already making stupid decisions now. As everything goes on, they're not prepared for online. They think they are, but they're not. And it's just a different. If that happens, we're definitely in a new world. So it's not gonna happen anytime soon. But I see Walmart seeing itself go away. I don't think it can keep up with the times. It's copying Amazon right now. It's not inventing anything. It can't. It doesn't know how. So because they suck. But the founder's gone. It's done it. It's done what it's supposed to do. It's just there's nothing else for it to do. It's done. And it's just going to start getting. I mean, Kmart was super huge, and that went away, and that's the most ridiculous thing ever created. It's freaking hilarious. Freaking Kmart. Freaking just. Yeah. So, they have to change with the times or go away, but I think a lot of stuff's going to. We're just in the early stages of all this. I think this situation is going to go at least through 3 years or 5 years. But we'll just get used to it. Jeez. Yeah. So, and obviously the numbers are manipulated. Nothing much you can do about that. So, alright, we're going to go into, for questions, I'm still answering. I think I'm on the 30th. Some people I've answered already. I got into July 1st, I think. Yeah, I'm slow. What can I say? Alright, blessings. Oh, I guess I'll check on my YouTube channel, see if it's working. Please wait for transferring you to the next available support. Well, that's real helpful. Because nobody knows anything. It could be just my computer doing it, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. Blessings. Greetings. We are the Palladians. Greetings to you. Yes, there is, you can say, earmarks, realities being allowed to. So, when your third eye, your astral eye, your third eye, your astral eye opens, that is, you are getting assistance from your guides, but also from us or other alien energies. They're helping you recharge, open up to the realities. Now, if this isn't happening for you, don't worry. Your time is coming. For those that wish for it, but go about your normal day. It's basically some of you are being tuned to the realities of the unknown, and they're seeing if you can handle it. They're kind of like just trying things out little by little. But of course, you can go into the astral realm during your day if you wish. Some of you might see nothing. But there's, yes, blockages for various reasons. It doesn't have to, it's not a big deal at this moment. But as you do get used to the spiritual vibrations around you, it become more clear. Yes, you will see the spirit realms more clearly, as if it's needed for your incarnation. It will help your life. You might not see everything, but you'll get little ideas here and there. As basically the physical reality will start to bend, break down. Well, bend is a better word. I mean, it's not the reality that you thought it was. Is it your projection from other realities? Yes, it is. Is this reality real? Yes and no. It is real for what it is, but it is doing what it's supposed to do. This is why the alien beings can roam around your society so easy, because if it's a projection, they're behind the projector. They don't always see where it's coming from, but it's basically you're in a dimension and they move around it, behind it, unseen, but they can open the door anytime they want. That's what you're experiencing now. So some of you are starting to see the reality shift. Yes, you'll see a Garthian realities if you wish, gradually. And yes, your third dimensional human will see you all as crazy. But you'll also see the manipulators of their reality too, which might cause some shock to you, because some of you just mentally prepare for what you might see. As third dimension is not going to be what it used to be. It's dying down a notch. So as it cools down, as basically this virus is kind of bringing down the alpha structures, fourth dimension, yes, is getting stronger, as you can see, as you're experiencing through your vibration. Some of you are getting lighter, maybe, and other things too. The shift is occurring more rapidly than before. It doesn't mean it's going to be just an overnight sensation, but your new energies will come into your environment. Well, basically, alien energies will become more seen in your third eye for those that need to see it. Most likely, they'll see as ghost beings, they'll see as transparent beings. Not always going to be the clearest. Over time, it will become more clear as it's necessary for your soul growth. Some of you want to just heal the darkness here. It's like I want to connect to Astral because I'm just tired of all the pain, all the sorrow, all the madness. And then third dimension veil starts to loosen. And then you see more 4D, 5D realities. Some of you are queer audience into that realm because you're already there. That's your mission, to bring astral knowledge here. You might not be projecting it to the world about it, but you are connecting to it spiritually, and the earth feels it. So yes, the negativity of the earth will start to transform. You'll see where it's coming from, let's put it that way, when it's due time. See where the elements are controlling the earth, the puppet masters, you can say, of the reality of your earth. Face shiftings of those that are part of your media, or even politicians. Things will come to your mind instantly. Some of you are already experiencing all of it, but expect that to happen more rapidly in your near future, as it's once again, if it's necessary, because this is when you're bringing more of the fourth dimensional vibrations, basically, because third dimension can't really hold itself still anymore. It's not a sinking ship, but it might feel like that way to some of you. It is letting go of its manipulations. Now, humans are used to being manipulated So they're going back to daddy and the parents to be manipulated by them. Going back to the news, like, where is all this manipulation? We need more. So they're so used to it. Without it, what do you do? So some of you might be seeing this. They're looking for all the negative things around the world to grab onto, to put back on them because they're so used to it. So you're going to go to, you're in an era of that now. And that's going to start to loosen. Basically, a lot of the infrastructures, the talking points, or people that are talking about these conspiracies, will no longer have a voice. They don't. Once they figure out mom and dad's not coming back, they leave the earth or whatever it is, or change their ways. It all depends. Yes, people look for negativity. Not all, but you know who does. And not to judge or anything of that sort. No. It's just that's what they're raised in that reality. Of course you're going to go where you're used to. That is your home, that's your family, that's just the infrastructure of your reality. With that gone, what do I do with myself? And then you introduce into spirituality, it's like, I don't think so. But some of you will see the worlds where some of these third dimensional individuals are going to. You might just get an idea, a flash, of where some of them are heading. Once again, not to judge, not at all. But once this earth does not give them what they need, they will go. It's just, and more fourth dimensional ideas will come in, and your aliens will come in, and then you have a whole nother set of problems to deal with of how you deal with the alien situation. Because in some of you that might think you have the aliens all figured out are going to be surprised day after day. Keeping an open mind is a good idea, but some feel like they got it all figured out. Well, that is not always the best idea system to have. Because some aliens will take advantage of that. Oh, you know everything about us, huh? Oh, okay. So yeah, the idea, yes, of human and alien interaction is becoming more part of the popularity of your society. Of course, it's not part of society just yet because the mental, you're healing the blockages for it to occur on your planet. It is time for a preview of your future. It'll be mostly in the mind, in the dream state at this time. And then to become part of conversations, you get used to the idea of alien beings being here. Now, you might not always like the people talking about aliens, because some of them are kind of, yes, yuppie-ish. I think they have it all figured out. And that's kind of a turnoff, but some aliens are like that. Oh, it's just no big deal to them. Oh, gosh. Yes, and it's cringy for some. We understand. It is, yes. They feel like they're in high school or college and they're, all of that. We understand. And that's a turnoff for many. It's like you want to learn about yourself. You don't want to put it on these different levels. You just want to figure things out. You don't want to just walk around with a jockey jacket or something like that. Humanizing it, as some are doing right now, and not even realizing it. No, not at all. Well, the idea, yes, to get used to the alien vibrations here. And realize, yes, you're not going to like all the beings that, once they do appear here. It's not going to be all just a love fest and you're going to be hugging everybody. Not at all. As some of you have already experienced those things. It's like the human interaction, but it's much different. It's at a fourth dimensional level. It's at a level that is difficult to comprehend for some. The fantasy world, as many are used to on this world, yes, blinds many. And once the blinders come off, you'll see the real truth here. When aliens show, yes, they're going to be, some are going to be very nice and others are going to be test the hell out of you. So, and create their own religion possibly, right in front of you, and you'll enjoy every minute of it. Well, it's an alien being. They know what they're doing. They're not trying to control us. Well, think again. Because now they're becoming, see, as you humans are awakening to alien vibrations, you're calling them out. You're calling them here. You're getting used to their vibrations. because you're changing your frequency. So eventually, yes, they're going to appear. They're going to receive your call. They're already receiving. They just have not appeared. They have not picked up the phone. Well, they picked up the phone, telepathically. You might not hear anything, but you know they're there. I know that sounds very strange, but I think some of you understand. Sometimes you don't want to hear what they have to say. It all depends on the connection, of course. But yes, you're being part of more of an environment. What do you feel the future holds? How far do you feel like this timeline has for you? What is it offering? Does it have feet still? Yes, you realize some are connecting to the destruction of countries and the damnation of. Those are timelines that are possible. Doesn't necessarily is going to happen. Those timelines might flash right in your face, but doesn't mean it's going to necessarily occur, even in your lifetime. But there is change on the way, as you can see. The chairs are being moved, and the future is going to always be unknown. Now, some of you will be able to see it. Some of you won't. Is it necessary to see? Not necessary. But basically, for humans to adapt to alien vibrations, what is necessary? To get used to, you don't have to connect to aliens if you don't want to, but realize there's a frequency out there that is a higher vibration, and you're going to see somebody there. You're going to feel some presence there, and they're there to assist you to open up and take you even further. Yes, usually that's of a positive connection, but once that connection is made, others will follow. And some might not have always the best intentions, but not to worry once again. No, not to worry at all. Some of you are already at a balanced vibration. You have nothing to worry about. Society, on the other hand, does as it wishes. But that's why you're here, too. We're here to, yes, prepare those for alien interaction. Yeah, it's not going to be as easy as some might think. Not that it's going to be the gloom and doom. No, not at all. But just the fairy tale energies need to be healed. And more of the reality sets in. When they appear here, yes, they're not going away once they show up. Yeah, they'll appear in the skies here and there, and be thankful for that. Because once they set ground here and make their move on your world and start interacting with your society, they're not going anywhere. It's just when do the rest show up. And that's when your world will truly change. Yeah, so you are kind of like living in a movie. You're kind of already, it's just the movie that you're living might not be the most exciting one, but a lot of this has already been pre-predicted to get you ready for what you're bringing in. So the timelines, you can say, are already set. It's just, is humanity ready to make the move, make the plunge, make the change, bring it in? So that's what's going on right now. It's like you're putting on the uniform, ready to go out to, play ball, you can say. It doesn't mean it's going to happen now, but you are in the prepping stages of it. Now, we don't have an exact timeline for that to occur, but some of you are feeling quite different these days, we believe. You're putting out a new vibration. Even those of the third dimension are doing it too. The infrastructure is gone. It's like, yes, the reality they are used to is no longer there. As you can see. And it takes a while to get used to that. Where do you go from here? As many of you in the spiritual direction are bringing in the reality as you speak, as we are speaking right now. Now, obviously, this is right now the best way of communication. There are other ways, but for your world, apparently this is the best one. Yeah, TV. Go figure. I guess handwritten notes don't really fly that well on your planet. Maybe next time. But yes, the reason we are here, and of course other beings, Pleiadians, Arcturians, insectoids, canines, felines, every animal species on their planet. Yes, they already know what's to come. When does a human realize it is the question. As denial of humanity, which is fine, which is normal, but many of you are realizing there is an uptick, a change occurring. Doesn't mean that ships are going to land anytime soon, but alien interaction is most likely down the road. So as you shift more into astral realm, yes, it becomes a different vibration altogether. Blessings to you. Greetings to you. I am from Astral. My name is Dominic. Greetings to your creation process. Yes, I am an astral being, but you are becoming an astral being yourselves. As you're releasing blockages of the unknown, making it easier for us to connect with you. That doesn't mean we're going to fully understand what you're doing, but you'll get more of a fourth dimension idea of, yes, the alien world that you're in. Less dense planet. More miracles to occur. More spiritual identities to be understood. Basically, it's like a soul rebirth on many different levels. And some of you might see other planets in your mind's eye. That will be a tough one for some of you because you want to go there. That's why it does not occur. But sometimes you might remember your alien families, which can be almost heartbreaking because you can't connect to them. You feel the love from them, but you're on a planet that doesn't acknowledge something like that. Over time, but yes, it's going to be like counseling for that eventually, of remembering lifetimes on other worlds. And your whole entire system here is going to be changed. A medical field will change eventually. It won't no longer have the infrastructure that it has. Basically, your psychiatrists are going to have to look at things much differently. They are already to a certain degree, but more of you alien people are going to start acknowledging your connections. The humans here that don't believe in all this will even have interactions too. They'll have pains, they'll have just visions, and they don't know what's happening to them. Especially when the infrastructure of their reality is no longer programming them. The buildings, the streets, the air, it's no longer programming their reality anymore. Now what do you do with yourselves? As some are questioning that right now. Yes, they've done it before, but now they're questioning it even more. Yes, and that's... As some of you as a collective mind see the future already. You might not remember it, but you are kind of assisting with, as humanity breaks down, you soften the blow. That's why many of you are here at this time. Just to soften the change. Now, humans might not believe in all of this, but you are putting the vibrations out of an alternative reality. We don't have to hate each other anymore. You don't have to have riots anymore. You can have different infrastructures. You don't have to, well, the money's not easy yet to remove yet because people are connected to that through their DNA. For now, at least through the mentality. For suffering, basically. It's almost like a suffering meter. It's, you give them a bunch of money to suffer that way, take it away to suffer a different way. It's like suffer somewhere. And that's the fabrics of your earth. You take the archons from some of that too. So while that's going to be removed over time, it's like pulling a stick out of your back. That's going to be a rough one to remove from your planet. But will occur. In your lifetime, it's hard to say. We see multiple timelines. For some, yes. For most, yes, there is a possibility of financial transformation. What matters now is the souls are just getting used to what's to come. Is this the calm before the storm? In some ways, yes. Is this information dangerous for some that are looking for danger and find none? That's dangerous for some people. That is harmful when they find no harm in it. Yeah, third dimensional programming, because yes, it is true that the school systems, yes, obviously the elite have a knowledge they want you to learn, and they force it into many of you through school. Obviously, some of you reject it quite well, and you reject it altogether. And it don't make life easy either, do they? Once you do that. So see those infrastructures start to fall apart eventually. As they call it, school. They're going to have a schooling of themselves eventually. Yeah, it's a schooling alright, but not the correct kind that your society needs to be healthy. It's more like a toxic schooling from, was it K through 12, even college? That's not teaching. That's not schooling. Well, it's schooling, but not the right one. For the soul to fully learn, yes, you let the child speak, let the child share their emotions, their world with you, and you learn from each other and you grow. Teach them, of course, the fundamentals to survive, reading, writing, of course, but then you go on a journey of what universe you come from, what realities you know. That's where you're heading. That's a new schooling. And humanity's going to have a tough one for that because they're so used to being programmed. Insectoids have been through it too, so you're not alone. Insectoids are really known to be going through it. Just talk to the Ant Collective on that one. So, blessings to your society.